Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Justin, and this is Dad Discovers, where I'm learning about the world through YouTube. Today we are checking out a beginner's guide to Australian football, the AFL explained. Now, I wasn't even aware that there was Australian football. I just assumed outside of the US, football everywhere was what we call soccer. It wasn't until someone pointed out in the comments of, I think it was my last video, that Australian football is different. I thought the AFL, I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought it had something to do with rugby. I thought rugby was like the big sport in Australia. But people were saying Australian football is. So I figured I would check it out because I have another video that I'm planning on checking out about explaining rugby because I don't know anything about rugby. So I had been planning on checking that out, and now you guys pointed out that Australian football is something completely different. So today we're checking out the AFL. Jump into it.
It's unlike any other game in the world.
Buddy Franklin onto the scene. Franklin, this is Buddy Franklin!
Otherwise known as Aussie Rules, AFL or footy, Australian football is chock-a-block full of non-stop action, athleticism, hard hits, and heart-stopping moments.
Seed from the boundary needs to be inch perfect. Yes.
So this is super like contact, like our football. But our football, they're wearing a helmet and shoulder pads and knee pads, and I mean, when you look at our football players, you know, they're looking like this because of all of the stuff on them. And these guys are out here in like a tank top and shorts, just ramming into each other.
This is Australia's game.
Not even kidding. The Professional Men's League, the AFL, is the most attended domestic sports league in the world per capita. It's made up of 18 teams across the country.
The AFLW is the women's competition, formed in 2017 and growing rapidly ever since.
Righto, let's talk some basics. On game day, two teams play each other on a field shaped like an oval. A starting lineup consists of defenders, midfielders, and forwards.
You gotta be fit to play this sport. Players can move anywhere on the ground and perform any role during the game. Games are split into 4 quarters, with time added for stoppages in play. And the game starts with players from both teams fighting for possession of the ball.
We are away, and Grundy out the back was able to get it to Pendlebury.
The aim is to move the ball down the field and score.
I don't know if it's okay. I don't know if it's just the camera angle, but this looks so much bigger than our football fields. Maybe it's because it's wider at the center since it's like oval. I don't know. So to score, they have to get it in between these bars. Is that what it is?
This is done in one of 3 ways. You can't throw the ball, but you can use your fist to punch the ball out of your hands. That's a handball. You can run with the ball, but don't forget to bounce it every 15 metres.
Penny! Oh, he's in a good spot. Penny with a bounce.
That seems like it would be difficult to do.
Penny with a second bounce.
And finally, you can kick the ball. No. Yeah, that's better.
Trelaw kicks it beautifully. Look at that ball.
Players try to catch the ball after it's been kicked at least 15 metres. This is called a mark. Fun fact, you can use your opponent as a stepladder and take what's called a specky. Wait, that's legal?
Specky. That looks mad.
After a mark, you can choose to play on, or you can stop and take an unobstructed kick.
To score, the idea is to kick the ball between the 2 large upright posts.
There's the target, and that's right on.
That's a goal. That's 6 points.
By the way, you can also kick goals like this, or even this. No way!
Still with Martin. Can he kick a 4th? Oh, he has.
Hit the post.
I mean, that's kind of like a field goal in our football. Does it have to be above those red McDonald's pads, or it could be anywhere in between those two posts?
Post, or put it between the big posts and the outer lower post.
Well, no.
How did you miss that?
Well, no, because they showed the other guy who kicked it in kind of diagonal and it kind of bounced in. So I guess it could be at ground level.
That's worth 1 point. We call that a behind. After a goal is scored, the ball goes back to the centre square and the action starts again.
Surely not another one. Handball to Oliver. Streaming through. Bang! Bang, bang, bang!
So, how do you get the ball back from your opponents? You can spoil, bump, smother, and tackle. Is it true they don't wear pads?
And bang!
Once tackled, your opponent must correctly dispose of the ball. Yeah, nah, not like that. If they don't, and have had prior opportunity to do so,
On the footy!
this is called holding the ball, and you get a free kick. When the final siren sounds, the team with the most points wins. Come on!
What an upset!
A final scoreline can look confusing, but it's actually pretty simple. Start with the goals, these are worth 6, remember? Add your behinds, and that's your total score.
Before we go, let's take a quick look at how
makes
the
sense.
professional seasons work.
In the women's competition, the top teams play off in a knockout final series, culminating in a grand final played at the highest ranking team's home ground.
In the men's league, teams fight it out for 22 home and away games. And after that, the top 8 teams make the finals. One by one, teams get knocked out until 2 remain, ready to face off in the grand final. It's the decider for the biggest prize in footy, the Premiership Cup. Played at the MCG in front of, hold up, this can't be right, 100,000 fans. You beauty.
When is this game?
And that's pretty
Like
much
the
it.
championship.
Your quick guide to Aussie Rules football.
I assume it's the same date, or at least around the same time every year. Because I know with our football, we have, the Super Bowl, which I would assume that a lot of people around the world at least know of the Super Bowl. Might not know exactly what it is, but probably know of it, just because like Hollywood and everything. But our Super Bowl was actually last night, and like I'm not huge into sports, but I do like to sit down and check out a game. I'll definitely sit down and watch the Super Bowl. But last night's game was terrible. Like, it was terrible. I didn't watch it long at all.
So, this is us. What do you reckon? Because personally, we think it's the best live game going round.
But don't take our word for it. Grab your scarf and come see for yourself.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty crazy compared to our football. Like, it seems like it's a lot more like hardcore. With the way that I forget what it was called already, but when they were running and kind of jumping up on the other players, and no pads, no helmet, you would never see that here. Never. But yeah, that was interesting. That was fun. I need to check out some more clips like they were showing there, just to see more of the sport. But it looks fun. Definitely looks a lot more exciting than our football. But yeah, that was interesting, and that was actually fun to check out. It's cool. Thank you for checking this out with me, and I hope to see you in the next one.